What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka Puerto Rican Face Mendoza, in the building. And normally I say that a little more hyper, but in this video I'm bringing this as a straight up serious thing. This is to my community, the loss of our really good game that we had called Yu-Gi-Oh, and this is a Yu-Gi-Oh video. And what I mean by the loss of the game is that our area attendance has dropped. People stopped coming. The competitive scene is gone, and it hasn't been the same. And I don't even play anymore. So I switched over to Magic, and soon I'm gonna be playing Pokemon. And I'm not gonna say that my Yu-Gi-Oh career is over, because I thought it was, but I want to encourage the people that play to try to come back. You won't see me there because, I have to see the attendance pick up, of course, but I just want to let you guys know that I do care, and this is my video to you. If you see that in your area Yu-Gi-Oh is dying, I would encourage you to share this video, because it could mean something to someone, and it could touch somebody. I want to talk about how I started this game. I have topics that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to do this as fast as possible, 15 minutes, possibly 18 minutes. I started this game a long time ago when I met my current wife right now. I've only had one wife, but I just gotta say my wife that I'm with, that I love. I met her in New York, and we were at my friend's house, and she was my friend at the time, and she brought this game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Full-Style Memories, I think is the name of it. I don't even know. It's really old. It's in my living room, but I don't want to go get it. We still have the actual disc and everything, but we're just missing one of the discs. But it's a two disc, and you were able to just summon monsters to the field. And you just attacked each other and played spells, and it was amazing. It was the most fun I had playing a video game since Nintendo. Because for a while there, I stopped playing video games, and I used to play baseball and basketball and football a lot. It doesn't show right now, whatever. I gained a lot of weight, but I'm working on that. And it was awesome. It was incredible. And that led me to go pick up the card game. I would go to Chinatown with my friends, and we'd go buy packs and cards, and I'd get the first deck I ever got was a structure deck, Pegasus. Fell in love with the character, watched a morning show every Saturday. It was just meant the world to me. I enjoyed it a lot. Me and my friends even pretended that we were the characters from the show. The next door people to me, that they were there for me for a long time. One kid had a Weevil deck. I had Pegasus, Kaiba, Yugi. We all had the decks, and they went super hard to get like the holos and everything. And as you can tell, you see the smile on my face. Lately, you haven't seen that when I walk through Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, because it's not the same anymore. I'm not saying that this game is done. Obviously, as a worldwide thing, but I think that there's some steps we can take to try to bring it back to our area. I don't expect anyone to follow this, but I do need to let you know how I feel about it and what I suggest to you. Let me give you some background of me. I started Team Overload a long time ago because I wanted a team that I could build for myself. I wanted to be a leader, and I wanted a team that would share things, trade for stuff that we needed, and become the best team in Spokane, Washington. Was our goal. I feel like for the most part we achieved that. We have a lot of tops, but the only problem was that we did everything in our power to become #1. So that meant treating people bad, gloating, and being pushovers. And the terrible part about that is that creates a negative atmosphere, which I think is partly some of the reason why people don't like what goes on in the tourneys today. You still have people who gloat and everything. I know Timo's off the scene because we hardly any of us play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. But it's very sad because people are just so used to seeing certain people win that they don't want to come to the tournament and try to win. You can't do that. In life, you have to try to become best at what you want to do. Regardless of if it's a hobby or not, yeah, whatever, it's a hobby. I get that. I get that. But why are you going to spend money on it? Put your best foot forward. Work hard. Learn what the pros learn. Ask the people that are doing good to help you and do everything you can. I know that many people are not going to follow this, but I hope with everything in my that there is a positive outcome to this. That you guys can take this video and maybe ask questions. Subscribe, like, post at the bottom. Do everything you can. I will get back to you. I wrote today to some people that asked me questions, and I want to keep doing that. So just so you know, Team Overload, we did everything we could. We accomplished everything we could, and we moved on. I would love to see my team come back to Yu-Gi-Oh! It's going to be hardly very impossible, but we'll see what happens. One of the other things I wanted to touch on was greed. Greed is a hard subject, but it's definitely part of the reason why people feel resentment towards each other. Literally, you could be at a tournament and you could be looking at somebody's binder, and you'd be like, "You trading the wind-up rabbit?" And the person would be like, "Sure, let me see your binder." And as you're going to grab your binder, like this, the other dude comes over and he's like, "I want that wind-up rabbit. I'll give you this. Or I'll pay $10 for this." This is what's gonna happen. Dude's gonna say, I'll do that, because he doesn't have money. So now you just one up the dude that was sitting here, and you didn't even care about his feelings. And I guarantee you that becomes one of the reasons why people leave and don't want to come back to these tournaments. Greed is nasty. I was very greedy when I first started this. Super greedy. Like, I didn't care. I was trying to plus any way possible. It was a huge thing. Plussing was the number one thing for me. If you didn't plus, you weren't winning. My heart changed over the years. I got kids. I got really good friends, and I don't care anymore. Like that. Plussing is not. It don't mean shit to me anymore. I don't mean to curse, because I don't want to curse no more in my videos. But I just want to show you that my expression on that. That I mean that my emotions that come out, and just plussing is greed is bad. Trade straight up. I know that it sounds crazy coming from me, but if the card's worth $10, do it for $10. Don't try to get 15 out of it. I get it. It happens. Whatever. But look out for your other person. We're put in this world to do that. We're supposed to look out for each other. I don't want to get into religion, but obviously you know what I mean. Attendance. Attendance is a huge problem, and it's the main reason why nobody goes to tournaments. We have a regionals coming up in Spokane next month, and I'm not here to promote it, but what I say to you, I encourage to you, it's a great learning experience. I didn't win. I didn't top a regional until the third time I went, and the first and second time, the first time I got slaughtered, 4-4. It was whack. I felt terrible. It was in Seattle. The second time I went back to Seattle to try to redeem myself, and I went 5-2, almost topped, but I freaking forgot to put Gladiator, Beast, I think it was Secutor or something. You know how terrible that is when you could remember the card that you didn't put on your list that gave you a game loss in the 6th round? I was X1 in the 6th round, almost about to top for the first time, and the guy smashed me 2 games in a row, and he actually topped. So, you all I'm saying is that, my journey from there was like, I got a top. It means the world to me. And I went to regionals and ended up winning the whole regionals. That was the craziest moment of my life. I felt like at that point I did not need to go any further, because I told myself that if I could win a regionals or top of YCS, that's all that mattered. And I didn't. I decided to continue the journey because I didn't have faith in myself that I could. That I thought it was a fluke. So I was like, I gotta get that second regional. I gotta get it out the way. I gotta top again. So I played at other regionals, and I played at 2 other regionals, and it wasn't happening. So the third one after that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna build my own deck. So Mike helped me, and he got an article that talked about a combo that it could possibly be worth it right now in the format. So I put wind up together, and I just looped everybody's hand all day. I looped my own teammate's hand too, and I felt bad. Zach, shout out to you. And he had the DD Crow in his hand. But at the beginning of the loop, I had the hunter on the field, and I took his crow right at the start of the hand, and it was over. So what I'm saying is that the journey is real. It took me forever to learn the game, but I did, and it was the most fulfilling feeling ever. I felt so like I accomplished something, and whatever. It's a small thing. I know. I get it. You're probably like, yo, whatever. Like, I could be a loser in your eyes if you're looking at the video that way. But it meant a lot to me, and I honestly, like, winning and all that stuff, it made me who I am today. It was part of it. Obviously, I had a lot of things in my life, my family, my kids, singing, a lot of stuff that made me feel good about myself, that made me who I am today. But Yu-Gi-Oh was a part of it. The winning was awesome. Having the team was great. And I did everything I could to play to learn. I played to learn. And I encourage you right now that if you go to the tournaments, play to learn. You're not going to win just outright. It's not going to happen. If you play someone like Brandon Link or Rob that already know how to play for years, it's going to be super hard to beat them. So learn from them. Ask them questions. Play to learn. Don't just go to the tournament with no objective. Part of life, like when I'm at work, I learn everything from my boss, and I ask him millions of questions. And he's leaving me in my department, and I know everything I need to know because I ask questions. I did the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. I asked questions to everybody that knew how to play, and I did everything I could to become better at the game. I don't know how long the video is because I'm not the one holding the camera, but I do encourage you to let you know that this is heartfelt. It is 12 something in the morning, and I have to be up at 6:30. But I felt that I needed to do this video tonight, and I want to see the Yu-Gi-Oh community come back. I want to see the smiling faces at the tournament, and I want to see people that don't care about losing, that they're just there to have fun. If you can't afford it, and you see me at a tournament, I promise you I will pay for you. I will pay for you to play in the tournament. I'm not joking. I care about people. $3, whatever, $5, it's nothing to me. In the aspect of just seeing somebody happy. I will give you the pack if that's what you want. I do not care. I ask you to like, comment, subscribe. That's only because it's something I'm supposed to say. If you don't want to like, comment, or subscribe, it doesn't matter. Just watch my video. Please share this. And much love. Puerto Rican Face Mendoza out the building this time. I do want to come back someday to Yu-Gi-Oh. Just make me.